So 3 things you need to know if you want to exit the country and start a new life, build a new home, that I didn't know, and I want to share with you guys in this video. So last year at this time, when all the crazy pandemic stuff was going on, we were getting sick and tired of what was happening. My wife and I decided to go down to Florida, and we decided to start to explore potential new homes. We've always loved Florida, but a little too hot. When we started to drive home from Florida back to Toronto, we stopped in Tennessee, and we never been here before. My wife loves country music, and I said, all right, let's check it out. I didn't even know where Tennessee was on the map. And we really love the Nashville, Franklin area. It has all the similar values that we prioritize and that mean the most to us and what we want our kids to be exposed to in the future. And we were driving in this area here when this was just forest and hills, and there was no homes here. And we started to ask some simple questions. What if? What if? And one of the most powerful questions you can ask if you want to start making a shift in life, transition to a new chapter, maybe a new state, a new career, a new relationship, a new business, is what if? And a lot of times we get held back by all of the hell that could potentially happen, the nightmare, and we let the nightmare drive us as opposed to the potential heaven. And we just started to say, what if this could work out? What if we could build a home here? What if the schooling system's better here? What if we can find great quality people here? What if I could set up an HQ? And we just started to think about the possibilities. And once we started to see that the possibilities look really good, we started to feel called here, we just started taking action. Now I said I'd tell you what I never knew. Making change in your life is painful. It's gonna take 10 times more time, 10 times more money, 10 times more effort than you anticipate. I did not know that. If you wanna make a change, you have to figure out your why. And you gotta ask your why a couple times. You gotta peel back the onion, right? We can't stay in Canada because of the politics. All right, we can't stay in Canada because we don't feel a lot of people have any belief system, and we don't like what's going on in the school system, and we also don't like the cold weather, right? You could also have some simple things in there as well. And we had a couple simple reasons why we couldn't stay where we are. And that's one of the big things you have to figure out, not necessarily why you need to go to where you want to go, but why can't you stay in the hell that you're in? What will happen if you stay there? All right, and we knew things weren't going to get better. We don't trust that environment. So we had to change our environment, and that is one of the best ways to help change your life. Just change your environment, because when you're in a better environment, it's easier to make the right decisions. It's easier to start achieving the things you want to do, because the environment's going to positively influence you in a better way. You've got to have patience. It's not going to be easy. There's no shortcuts, right? We've lost the sense of hard work and the value of hard work and the necessity of hard work, right? We want guarantees these days. We want to be insured that everything's going to work out. Guess what? Nothing is going to be insured. In fact, guess what? At this point in time, we don't even have our green card yet. We have gone through the entire process of building a home, and we still don't have our green card. All right. Now, if we don't get it, we will figure out another route to get here. All right. There's different ways to come into the country, but this specific route has been a 1-year process. We tried 2 other routes. They were short term. Now we're on a route that's permanent, that will allow us to stay here, earn here. And it has been hard. There's been delays. There's been a lot of money involved. There's been a lot of having to update things and then sending new things in that they request. And now they're telling us that we need another list of requirements, that some personal stuff around kids' medical records, and we've had to continually get resourceful. That's another thing I didn't know, how resourceful you need to be in order to make a change. And we've had to get a lot of help. We've had to ask a lot of questions. We've had to seek out a lot of guidance. But if you've got your reason why, all right, you could have a million reasons for why you shouldn't do this. All you need is one reason why you should do it. And let that one reason why be the thing that drives you towards what you want to build. All right. Again, there's tons of reasons to say no, but you only need one reason to say yes. So, hey, listen, we're super excited. My wife and I came down here for a couple days. There's our builder down there. And I'll give you one more thing. This one's pretty funny. So we got here, we're going through the home, beautiful home. We love everything, 95%. And the first thing I said to my wife, and you don't even want to say these things when you're building a home, okay, in another country, far away from home. The last thing you want when you walk in here is uncertainty. But guess what? There's always going to be uncertainty. The first thing I thought was, look at this wall, it's too high, it's blocking the front door. Why did they do this? They need to knock this down. hey, we had to go talk to the builder. He said, no, here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna bring the soil up here, right? And then it's actually gonna come across here, and then they're gonna push some shrubs here. So don't worry, you're not gonna be looking at this big wall. So one of the things you have to understand is when you're going through a process you don't understand, there will be constant uncertainty, there'll be constant questions, and the key is to stay focused and just keep pressing forward. Next thing, you wanna know, I said to my wife, we're in the kitchen, I'm like, I think the kitchen's too small. We'd already added on an extra $500,000 to the home to make it bigger. I still feel the kitchen's a little too small relative to the rest of the house. And we're like, shoot, can we push this wall back? He's like, there's a lot of wiring already, you know, there's a structural wall, you can't really do it at this point. I'm like, crap. So what I'm trying to tell you is that even if you plan, you know, whether you're looking for the best business coach in the world and you research it all out and you talk to 20 different people, guess what? Things still aren't gonna go according to plan. That's okay. It's how you adapt. That's what makes you better. Becoming resilient, all right? Becoming resourceful. And at the end of the day, if you sum this whole video up, you gotta be relentless, all right? You've gotta have a pursuit of your why no matter what. And you gotta keep pressing forward. And I'll share one more little insight about this whole thing is we were supposed to be down here a week ago. School starts first or second week of August. And because we don't have our papers yet, we got stuck in another dilemma. Do we go across the border on a travel visa with our kids with the risk of them denying us because the kids are actually in school and the chances of them finding out are like slim to none. But that 1% chance that, hey, we know that you're not coming down here on a travel visa with your kids, we know you're bringing your kids down here to put them in school, you're denied. Now we can't ever come back into the States, or maybe every time I come across, I got a denial thing on my passport. I don't know how it works. All I know is I don't want to screw around with Border Patrol, all right? I don't want to mess around, I don't want to take a chance. So guess what we've had to do? Push our trip further out. More delays, more unplanned things we couldn't prepare for, all right? Our immigration lawyer gave us that piece of information a little too late, and guess what? That's the way life is. So if you're trying to look for a super smooth, easy path, guess what? There's nothing like that in life if it's somewhere worth going. So that's all I want to share. I'll wrap it up on this note. Get a support system. I'm going to ask you guys to keep praying for the Del Montes. We're not here yet. We still have work to do. And when you're trying to get somewhere worth going, you need a support system. Whether you call on your friends to pray for you, whether you get a coach, a mentorship program, you join a mastermind, you got to get in a community where you can get support, where people can keep encouraging you towards your destination. So I'd appreciate from you if you could keep praying for us, keep us in your thoughts, keep encouraging us. It goes a long way so that we don't mentally say, you know what, this is a little too much. I think we bit off more than we could chew. Let's just stay in Toronto. Let's just cancel the whole deal, sell the house, and let's stay comfortable, because that can happen if you don't have the right environment to encourage you all the way to the finish line. So keep going the distance, my friend, and we'll see you in the next video.